Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
You are welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning platform. I'm Olokobe Pelumi by name, the accounting tutor, and we will be treating partnership account. Thereafter, we'll be looking at the meaning of partnership agreement, that is partners agreements. We'll be looking at agreement requirement. We'll be looking at types of partners. While also we'll be looking at accounting entries, that is recording partnership account in the book of accounting, partnership in the book of accounting. While also we'll be taking some illustrative questions. Now, first thing we have here is the meaning of partnership. As generally said, you must have done a lot of things in partnership, like in your commerce and in your economics. So partnership is when two or more people come together to establish a business. So that means they provide the capital, they provide the finance, they take the ownership of the business and control the business themselves. That is the meaning of partnership. And okay, according to partnership, as partnership is defined as a relationship which subsists between persons or among persons in a view with profit. That is, two or more persons carrying on a business in a view with a common view of profit. So they define that the relationship that subsists between persons carrying on a business in common with a view of profit. Now we've defined partnership. So the next thing for us to move to partner agreement. For partnership to be efficient and effective, it is mandatory for partners to have an agreement in the business, because that agreement will serve as a guiding rules and as a guiding principle in the business. So to ensure that partners conform with the agreement of the business, we have what we call the partnership deed, which contains the laws and regulation of partners in the partnership form of business. So the deed is to regulate the acts and also will ensure that the partners conform with the laws and regulation of the partnership business. So that is what we mean by agreement. So it is essential for members of a partnership, that is the partners, to have certain agreements among them or between them to ensure that the partnership form of business is effective and efficient. So the next thing we have is the agreement requirement. If there is agreement among partners, what form of requirement is it going to have? Number one is that in what ratio is the profit of the business to be shared. There will be some certain ratio in which the partners will going to share the profit of the business. Now the next thing is interest on capital. What interest is it going to charge on the capital of the business? So interest will be given to partners on their capital. And the next one is the interest on drawing. What certain interest will be charged on partners drawing? That also will be taken into consideration. Now the interest on loans will be given to partners in the business will also be taken into consideration. And also in the partnership deed is going to show the names of the firm. The name of the firm will also be shown in the business. And while also in the partnership deed, the signatory to the check will also be written down. Among all partners, which partner will serve as a signatory to the check of the business will also be signed into the partnership deed. The name of the business also will be signed in the partnership deed. While also the responsibility of each partners will also be stated in the partnership deed. So, but in the accounting requirement, the major thing we'll be looking at is how the profit of the business is to be shared. While the interest on capital, whether there's going to be interest on capital or whether there's going to be interest on drawing, and also whether there is going to be an interest on loan of the partners. Now the next thing we have is the types of partners. Okay, let's look at, before we move to that aspect, let's look at when there is no agreement among partners, what is going to arise? When there is no agreement among partners, according to section 24 of the Partnership Act, stated that when there is no agreement among partners is to share their profit and loss equally. There will not be interest on capital, there will not be interest on drawing, and also there will be 5% on partner loans in the business. There will only be 5% of partners loans in the business. So let's look at types of partners. Generally, we have different types of partners in the business. Number one we have active partner. The active partners are the ones that take active part into the day-to-day activities of the business. That means they take part in running the administrative function of the business. Then number 2, we have the nominal partner. The nominal partner. The nominal partner is a form of partner that do not contribute capital, that do not contribute capital or contribute any form of what responsibility or take responsibility or take part in the administration of the business, but rather what they contribute to the partnership as is their name and their goodwill into the business, in order to also boost the goodwill of the business. But this caliber of persons might be someone with a very high integrity in such a way that if such person's name is contributing to the business, what will happen? That will boost the goodwill of the business and also help to expand the business. So nominal partner, you don't contribute capital, neither will they take any part in the business, but they help to share. They take share in the part of the profit of the business. That is, they take part in the share of profit of the business, but rather they do not contribute any form of capital, and also they don't take part in the responsibility of the business. Now the next form of partner we have is the sleeping or dormant partners. That is the opposite of active partner. The sleeping or dormant partner do not take any part in the administration of the business. That is, they contribute capital, but rather they do not take active part in the day-to-day running of the business. That is, they remain dormant in the partnership. Now we have limited partners. As the name said, limited partner. That is, this form of partners contribute capital into the business, but the amount of money contributed as capital is limited. That is limited. The liability of the partner is limited to the capital he contributes into the business. So if any form of liquidity or the business is being liquidated, what the limited partner will lose in the business is his capital in contributing to the business. So he's not going to lose any form of private property or any form of estate that is owned by such a partner. So a limited partner is having limited liability in the business. So I think that is all about the type of partners. Now we can move to accounting entries. That is accounting entry of partnership, accounting entries of partnership. So let's look at how we can record partnership in the book of accounts. Now generally, determining the profit of the partnership will involve us preparing the trading profit and loss account, which we have done earlier. So we are going to prepare the trading profit and loss account for this partnership until we are able to calculate the net profit. So after calculating the net profit, we are going to have another form of account which is not available in the trading profit and loss account of a sole trader. We are going to have another account which is the appropriation account. So we have to prepare the appropriation account. So at the appropriation account will not be the account in which we are to share the profit of the business to the partnership. So that will represent the account in which the profit of the business is being shared to partners. So we are going to have appropriation account, and in the appropriation account we are going to consider the share of profit of partners, and also we are going to consider the interest on capital, also we are going to consider interest on drawing, so after considering the interest on drawing, if there is any interest on loan, that will be taken to what? That will be taken to the profit and loss account. But let's feed this now. Share of profit. If the profit of a business is being shared among partners, if I thought it is share of profit, the accounting entry for share of profit is to credit the partner's current account or partner's capital account, and also debit the appropriation account of the partnership. So the appropriation accounts will be debited with share of profit within a period, while the capital account or current account of the partners will be credited within the period. And if there is share of loss, the partner's appropriation account will be credited, while partner's capital account or current account will be debited. That is the accounting entries for share of profit or share of loss. And the next thing we have interest on capital. Generally, interest is usually given to partners in order to encourage them to bring in more capital into the business. So to encourage partners to bring in more capital into the business, they usually was giving interest in the what on their capital to encourage partners to bring in more capital. So the accounting entries for interest on capital is to debit the appropriation account with the interest on capital and also credit the capital account or current account of the partners. So the rules, that is the accounting entry, is to debit the appropriation account with the interest on capital of partners and also credit the capital account or current account of partners. That is the accounting entry for interest on capital whenever interest is being given to partners. And the next thing is the interest on drawing. Partners is usually charged interest on any amount of the property of the business being withdrawn within the period. So once there is drawing, interest will be charged on drawing, and this serves as a discouragement of partners from drawing. So this is usually charged to discourage partners from drawing from the business, from drawing from the property of the business. So interest will be charged on drawing. So whenever you have interest on drawing, what will happen? We are going to credit the appropriation account and debit the partner's current or capital account. So that is the accounting entry for interest on drawing. What will happen? The partner's appropriation account will be credited while the partner's capital or current account will be debited with interest on drawing. Now, if any partner is being paid salary within the period, that is, active partners will be paid salary in the business. Any partner that take active part in the business will be given salary within the period. So whenever a partner is being paid salary within the period, the accounting is this. So what we are going to do is to debit our appropriation account and credit the partner's capital or current account. That is the accounting entries for salaries. So the account is to be prepared by the partnership, is to prepare the trading profit and loss account. Thereafter, to prepare the appropriation account. And thereafter is to prepare the partner capital we've spoken about and the current account. Thereafter, we can prepare the balance sheet within the period. So that is the account to be prepared by the partners within the period. So the trading profit and loss account, we've spoken about that. Now we can then move to the appropriation account. The appropriation account looks thus. We have been given the rule. So appropriation accounts, we have the credit and debit. So the net profit within the period will be brought down from the profit and loss account. So net profit brought down. So we were told that the interest on drawing within the period on partners, what will happen, will be credited to appropriation account and debited to what? Partners capital or current account. So we're going to have interest on drawing. Interest on drawing, we're going to have partner A, B, and C. Let's say we have excess on that. So when we add this, we have excess. So the next thing is salaries. Any partner that is being given salary within the period, what will happen at the accounting entry is to debit the appropriation account and credit the capital account or current account of the partners. So we are going to have partner A. Let's say two partners were given salary within the period, A and B. We have excess. That gives us excess. So interest on what? Interest on capital. What will happen? The accounting entry on interest on capital is to what? Is to debit the appropriation account of partners and credit the capital account of partners. So we have partner A, partner B, and C. Have excess. So you have excess. Now share of profit within a period, we have partner A, B, and C. Excess. So the addition. So the next thing, we have a balance account. So we have a partners account. So that means the appropriation account looks just in this way. So the first thing is our net profit within the period, which will be taken from the what? From the trading profit and loss account. Thereafter, we can have interest on drawing. So partner A or B, or any partner that will charge interest within the period on drawing will be given this. So what happened? The next thing is the interest on capital, salaries, then we're going to have share of profit. And if it is share of loss, what will happen? We are going to have share of loss on the credit side of the appropriation account. Now we can then move to capital or current account of the partners. Capital or current accounts of the partners. Capital or current account of the partners. So the capital account or the current account of the partner. So generally, the partners will prepare capital account or the current account before the preparation of the balance sheet. So how are we to know whether it's to prepare the capital account or we have to prepare the current account? That depends on the nature on the nature of capital being maintained by the what? By the partners. The may can desire to maintain a fixed capital account, or they can desire to maintain fluctuating capital account. So that means the partner can maintain fixed capital accounts, while they can maintain a fluctuating capital account. As the name says, fixed capital account, it means the initial capital provided by the member will remain fixed within the period. So that means any adjustment of capital will not be taken to the capital account. It will be taken to another account, which is termed current account. So any adjustment within the period will be taken to what? Another account, which is what? Current account. That means the initial capital of the partners will remain fixed within the period. There shouldn't be any change in the initial capital of the partners. So any form of adjustment like salaries, interest on drawing, interest on capital, share of profit. So these are the adjustments to capital. Those adjustments can either increase the capital of the partner or reduce the capital of the partner. So what will happen? Just such an adjustment will be taken to another form of account because the partner desires to maintain a fixed capital account. So we will be taken to another account, which is now we now term as what? Current account. So the next thing we have is the fluctuating capital account. If partners should maintain any form of fluctuating capital account, it means the initial capital of the partner should be fluctuating. That is, it should be changing from one period to another with the adjustment of partner. That is the salary, interest on drawing, interest on capital, and what again do we have? We have share of profits. So it means those adjustments will not be taken to any form of external account, but it will be taken directly to the what? To the capital account. So you must know this perfectly. If the capital of the partners is fixed, we are going to prepare another account. All those adjustments will be taken entirely to another account, which is the current account. But if the partner desires to maintain a fluctuating capital account, what will happen? All of these accounts will be taken to what? Will be taken to taken to the capital account. It will not be taken to any form of external account within the period. So we've spoken about that. Now this is the balance sheet. Generally, the balance sheet is the common terms we're talking about. That shows the financial position of the partnership. That shows the amount of capital owned by the partners and the amount of liabilities owned by the partner. The amount of assets owned by the partners. That whether fixed assets, current assets, and also shows the capital account position of the partners and their current account if is maintaining a fixed capital, and also shows the liabilities, that is the external claims of the partners of the partnership form of business. So the next aspect we are going to talk about now is to do some we look at the illustrative questions in partnership. So we have an illustration on partnership account. Shegun, Ayo, Balogun are in partnership. They share profit and loss in the ratio 5:3 and 1:2 respectively. The partnership agreement contains the following: the partner capitals are Shegun, Ayo, and Biodun, and the amount is given. Ayo to receive a salary of 6,000 naira per annum. Interest on capital to be 5%. Okay. Interest on drawings to be 10%. In the year to 31st December 1999, the net profit was 30,000 naira. We were given the net profit. The partners' drawings were as follows: this. Okay. The current account shows the following balances. Okay. You are required to prepare the appropriation account and current account for the year ended 31st December 1996. So what we are going to do now is the appropriation account. Appropriation account. So what we're going to do now is we have the appropriation account. So the first thing will be the net profit, isn't it now? And we're doing that, okay, in the year, the net profit was 30,000 naira. So net profit, we have 30,000 naira. So the next thing is, and we're doing that the partners drawing were as follow: Shegun 7,000. Then Ayo 5,000, Biodun 3,000, and we do that interest on drawing to be what? 10%. So we have interest on drawing, that will be a charge, and that the accounting entry is for us to credit the what? The partners appropriation account, and debit the partners what? The partners current account. So we are going to have interest on drawing. So how many partners do you have that withdraw? Shegun withdraw, we have Shegun. Okay, Ayo also withdraw. And also Biodun was having drawing. So 10% interest on drawing should be 10%. 10% on 7,000, that gives us 700. 10% on 5,000, that gives us 500. 10% on 3,000, that gives us 300. And total amount gives us what? Amount to 1,500. So we are done with interest on drawing. Now we have salaries. Who receive salary within the period? The partners' capitals are this. Okay. Ayo is to receive a salary of 6,000 naira per annum. So we have Ayo, salary is Ayo, 6,000 naira. We know the accounting entry already. The accounting entry is for us to what? Debit the appropriation account and credit the what? The current account of the partners. So we have Ayo, 6,000 naira. Now the next thing is the interest on capital. So interest on capital to be 5%. We are going to have interest on capital. So we are going to have interest on capital. We have Shegun. We have Ayo. And we have Biodun. So and we were told that the interest on capital should be 5%. So we have 5% on the capital of Shegun is 40,000 naira. 40,000 naira times 5%. That actually gives us 40,000 naira times 5%. That gives us 2,000 naira. While also Ayo's capital is 15,000 naira. 15,000 naira times 5%. That gives us 750. So we have also Biodun 25,000 naira times 5%. That gives us 1,250. So addition of everything we thereafter give us 4,000 naira. So what next do we have? Is the share of profit. So we are done. We have interest on, we have salary, we have interest on capital, interest on drawing is already here. Now the next thing is to calculate the profit of the partners. The profit of the partners. The profits of the partner. So we have share of profit, share of profits within the period. We have Shegun, we have Ayo, while also we have Biodun. So how to share the profit of the business. So what is the amount of profits to be shared? Let's calculate the profits to be shared. Now the addition of this and this, that gives us what? 40,000, 10,000 naira, 6,000 plus this. The total year is 10,000. What is the total year? That gives us 31,500. So difference. So the profit to be shared is 21,500. So we have 21,500 as the profits to be shared. 21,500. And this profits to be shared in what ratio? 5:3:5. So 5 is to Segun, 3 is to Ayo, and 2 is to what? Balogun. So we have total ratio will give us 10. So we have 5/10 times, that is calculation of Segun profit, times the profits to be shared. You should grab that now. That will be 3/10 times the profits to be shared. And also we have Balogun 2/10 times the profits to be shared. So we have 5/10 times profits to be shared will give us 10,750. While also Ayo times the profits to be shared, we have 6,450. Then we have Biodun times the profits to be shared, we have 4,300. So the addition of everything should be able to give us 21,500. So when we add this together, that actually gives us 31,000 as our balance account. 31,500, our account is balanced. So we have 31,500. So we have a balanced account now. I can actually move this down. 31,500. So we have a balanced account, 31,500. So the purpose of the abbreviation account, we have done that. We are able to calculate the profit of the what? Of the partners. That is the share of profit of the partner. So Segun is 10,750, Ayo is 6,450, and Building is 4,300. Now it's for us to prepare the current account of the partners. It's to update the current account of the partner. That means the partner is actually maintaining a fixed capital. That is why we are having the current account. So current account. How many partners do we have? This is debit. We have 3 partners. We have Segun, we have Ayo, and we have Biodun. We have Segun, we have Ayo, and we have Biodun. So we have particulars. Or details, and if you want to put some dates, you can put it, but because of time, we should not waste our time on that. Let's forget everything about dates for now. So the first thing we have is the current account shows the following balances. This is the balance of the current account. This shows credits, Ayo is debit, and okay, we have balance both on the credit side. We have Segun 1,000 naira. Ayo do not have a credit balance, and Biodun 100 naira. Okay, we've done that. So we have Ayo balance brought down here. Segun does not have a debit balance. Ayo is having a debit balance 200, and this does not have a debit balance. So we are done with balances. Now is the salaries. Salary paid within the period. Salary was given to Ayo, which is 6,000 naira. So Ayo have a salary of 6,000 naira. So next thing we have interest on drawing. Interest on drawing. Okay, let's talk about the interest on capital, debit dates, and credit dates. Accounting double entry principle. So we have 2,000 naira to Segun, Ayo 750, and we have Abiodun 1,250. So the next thing we have share of profit. share of profits. We have 10,750. We have 6,450. So we have 4,300. So next thing we have we've talked about the salaries, we've talked about the interest on capital. So capital will not reflect here. Okay, we've talked about the interest on capital is there. Now is the drawings. Partners drawing within the period. Partners drawing within the period we also have as a deduction in their current account. So we have Shegun 7,000. We have Ayo 5,000. So we have Biodun 3,000 naira. So the next thing is the interest on drawing also, which serve as a deduction. So interest on drawing, the principle is to credit this and debit this. So we have 7,000 naira, 700. We have 500, which serve as a charge to their capital account. We have about this, serve as a charge to the partner, the discouraged partners. So the next thing is to have a balance account. So add everything on the credit side of Shegun. We have Shegun, we have 8,000 naira. We have 2,000 naira plus 10,750, which is 13,750. So the next thing we have is to add this. We have 7,700 now minus 7,700. So we are going to have balance carried down here. Balance carried down. So we have Shegun. So minus 7,700. That gave us 6,050. So now we have Ayo. Add everything on the credit side of Ayo. We have 6,000. We have 750. We have 6,450. That gave us 30,200. So we have this. We have 5,000. We have 500. We have 200. That gave us 5,700. And that gave us 13,200 minus 5,700. That gave us 7,500. Okay, so we have the capital accounts. Then we balance brought down capital account. Then we have Shegun 1,000 naira. We have Biodun 100 naira. Then we have Ayo, which is having a debit balance in its current account. So we have salaries, partner salaries. Ayo didn't pay salaries, so that goes to your capital account, current account rather. So interest on capital will be this. So what happens, share of profit within the period as given to the what double entry, debit the operation account, credit the what capital current account of the partners. So we have drawings in the period. We're going to be debited the current account of the partners and have interest on drawings, and then this we have balance carried down. And the next one is the what? What do we have next? The balance carried down is this, and okay, we've added everything here and subtract what we have here. That gives us balance carried down in Shegun capital account, and we added this and subtracted this from it. That gives us balance carried down in Ayo's capital account. So let's calculate for Biodun. Biodun, we add everything here, which is 100 naira plus 1,250 plus 4,300. That actually gives us 5,600. 5,650 minus everything here, which is 3,300. So 3,300. That gives us 2,350. 2,350. So we have a balance account now. So again, I have a balance account. So we have 13,750 here. 13,750. So we have 13,200. 13,200. 13,200. So we have 5,650 here. We have 5,650. So we have a balance account. So we can have balance bill down here. So we have 6,050 naira. We have 750. We have 2,350. So that's all about the capital current account of the partnership. So interesting, we have our operation account, and so we can take on more illustration Alright, we'll be able to prepare the trading account and profit and loss account. We'll be able to prepare the appropriation account, the partnership. We'll be able to prepare the current account, and also we'll be able to prepare the balance sheet of the partners.